Hey, come on in, babies. We got some things to discuss. Let me see if this works really quickly while I'm waiting for folks to come in. Some things to discuss. Okay, let me mute myself real quick. Okay, can y'all hear me? Only person I got in now is you. Oh, there you go. You can hear me? From your ears?
Wait a minute.
Hello, hello?
Yes.
Hello?
Okay.
If y'all can hear me, come and say hello. We hear you, T. Hello, hello. Yes, ma'am. Hi, Kia. Did I say it right? Yakia? Let me know if I said it right. Okay, so we got a few things to discuss today. And we're going to talk for as long as I got breath in me. Hi, Joy. And while y'all coming in, tell me where y'all seeing me from. So now I have a mic. You said I said it right? Ooh, first time. So I ain't have to make it, what do you call it? Phonics. What is it? You know how they used to tell you in school and you had to break it down into like syllables? I ain't had to do that. No, it don't matter. Hi, Diamond. You from New York? Welcome. Welcome, New Jersey. Okay, guys, so we got a few things to talk about. So there are some people who are saying that a certain Dorothy is on the run. I don't know if that's true or not, but we're going to discuss it. What I'm doing now, though, in the meantime, let me see. I got all my little situations in here. Y'all can tell me where y'all from while I make sure all this other stuff is working right. So while y'all coming in, hey. So you are the only person that said my name correctly besides the family, of course. I love it. Good. I'm glad I'm included. Guys, we have to find out what's going on with Dorothy. So what I'm going to do is, I got my iPad going, but I'm going to do a few things. So as people pop in, just tell me where you're from. I'm going to do a few things. I got some questions last month. No, about a week or so ago, a couple weeks ago, about who is Keimani. Folks were saying I just started talking. They didn't understand what the Keimani is. So as y'all coming in, y'all going to hear some of what y'all already know, okay? But bear with me so that I can make sure people understand what's going on. And I probably need to do the same thing for Naziyah too, since we're going to be talking about the love bombing thing and more. But I'm going to hide my thing, my little media assets. Okay, so I'm going to really quickly say what's going on with her, and then we're going to get into this Dorothy situation and why folks are believing that she is not here. You can let him. You'll be fine. All right. So y'all already know this if y'all been following. So I'm talking to the people in the room that don't know yet. So we already know in March of this year that Keimani was reported missing, and they could not find her. They did not know what was going on. It was some discrepancies because the father said he saw her on that Sunday. The grandmother said she actually saw her on Monday of that particular week. Her friend said it couldn't. I'm sorry. The last time she saw her was Monday. Dorothy. Her friends say no, she was at school and on that Monday. So they officially reported her missing on Tuesday. So that's the gist of it. Within a matter of days, they arrested Darnell, who gave up kind of relatively easily. You know, there was a little bit of fight back or what have you. And now he's in custody. The grandmother said that he admitted to doing everything because Keimani was found in not a good condition at all. These were gone. Y'all see, the her head. I can't only like saying it. So she was not found in a good condition, and that's all we have. Even though Dorothy claimed that he had actually confessed, we don't really know that. So now that you know what's going on, there were a lot of people who had believed that Dorothy knew more than what she was saying. I don't really want to say that she was guilty, but that she knew more than what she was saying. Y'all pop in. If I'm missing, y'all comment. Chicago. Hello, welcome. Yeah, now watch I mess your name up, man, that I got it right the first time. Yakia. You said these new grandmothers or aunties, I would have been squabbled up with them. I don't get it. The jealousy be real. Yes, because you sound like you know what we're talking about with the Naziyah Harris situation too. So absolutely. Well, as y'all coming in, tell me where y'all from so I can know where y'all from. Text it in the comments. So the grandmother, people believe that she knew more, and she don't really interview well at all. Dorothy comes off really strong, and I don't believe she has a Dorothy face either. I would call her what'd you say? Call Bertha. She got a Bertha face. When I think of Dorothy, I don't really think of her. North Carolina. Hi, Alma. Thank you for coming back, baby. You said Bertha. Make sure y'all follow Sharice on YouTube too, please. She gonna keep us honest on the show. Yeah, she like a Bertha. Welcome, Cat from New York. Yeah, she like a Bertha or Esmeralda or something like that. But people believe that she knew a lot. So much so that, as we know who followed this case, some folks wanted to commence to whipping of her. Okay? Some folks wanted to commence the whipping of her to the point where she requested, as we know who's following this case, that she be handcuffed. That's what she wants us to believe. So those are the people coming in like, T, that's not fair. Y'all just jumping in the live and y'all just talking and y'all not telling me what's going on. Okay. So since we have all of that, I have been getting hit up in my comments, and we're going to go through some of my comments too, because I get a lot of them, but I want to go through some of the ones that people keep asking me about. They was like, Toy, did you hear, or T, did you hear that Dorothy is on the run? If you heard, let me know. Type me in my comments. We heard. Let me know. Because to hear Dorothy tell it, she requested that she be arrested and taken downtown. Can I get a drink, y'all? Ain't nobody pay y'all. Ain't nobody come over here for you to drink. And let me know if y'all hear my hair, because I got a new mic on, because I don't like how my sounded. I'm gonna put this hair back. She requested that they lock her up. I'm gonna try not to smack. So if that's the case, why is she on the run? So what I'm gonna do now, every time I try to show y'all a video, and I had practiced for like about an hour before even getting on my live. Every time I try to show y'all a video, it'd be an issue. So while I'm showing you this video, if you in, matter of fact, tell me what we eating today, because I'm gonna be making sure at some point I get mine. Guys, we went to a Sakura yesterday and got some Japanese steakhouse, and it was so good. So that's what I will be eating today after I show my good people what I want to show y'all. Okay, let me see if I can get this up and running now. Let's see. Okay, I got my mic on here. Okay.
They are never under the bed. Holy. Okay, look at this.
So I'm gonna mute myself. It's an echo right now, but it's not going to be an echo the entire time. Okay, just for us to hear a few things before we get into this particular person that I'm going to show you guys on my screen. This particular person went to her memorial. I understand there's an echo right now. It won't be that way. And I want you to hear the letter that they wrote. Y'all can't hear anything? Did y'all hear that? Tell me in the comments. Now you eating Mexican. Is it food? Y'all couldn't hear? Dang. Okay, because I thought I did. Let me try it one more time, y'all. If not, I'm gonna put the sound on my thing. But I tested this and I worked hard to make sure. So when I put the sound up, y'all didn't hear it at all. Okay. Let me come. I'm gonna log out of it and then come back. We're gonna work with this together, guys, because I really want. When I be really pressed to show y'all something, it's because it's really something that I really want y'all to see. So I'm going to do this really quickly and talk. Tell me where y'all popping in from. And I'm going to cancel out my thing while y'all telling me. Or y'all can tell me what y'all about to eat. Alma said she eating Mexican. I'm trying to figure out which part. Tell me what you eating, baby. And then I'm going to make it work. Echo. You heard it, Echo? Yeah. Hey, Kristen. We was waiting on you and trying to figure out when you was coming in. You didn't hear it at all? Yeah, I'm going to work on it.
Now, the first time, I didn't hear an echo when you said, I know it's an echo right now, but it won't be. I didn't hear an echo.
So you didn't hear the echo the first time?
Mm-mm. It wasn't until you started pushing play and mute yourself, we couldn't hear anything. But when you came back, I heard the echo.
Okay. So I'm going to come out of my thing, which I already did, and then I'm going to restart it because I want us to hear this poem. Because what they doing, y'all, by they, I mean Toledo, they are holding themselves responsible for her. And the reason why I feel like this is important is because there was a lot of people showing up to the memorial, and people were putting stuff down, balloons and all of that, and we see that a lot of times. Because we, especially when something as tragic as this, it hits a nerve where it's hard to explain. So people were bringing balloons and all that, and we get that. But what I didn't want people to fall into the thing of is idolizing the tragedy without results. Not saying that they were going to do that, because I know that there were a lot of people that were putting in foot traffic before she was lost, before she was found. And then people were trying to protest after the fact. But then there are some people who just want to get their TikToks on. So I love the fact that they understand that, this is serious, and then you want motion. Like, I think somebody came on. If you here with me, let me know if you came in here when somebody was saying they wanted all the buildings to go down. Preemie? Wait a minute. Let me make sure. I think in order for a person to become a parent or foster parent, they need a psych evaluation. Yes. My son was a preemie in the hospital, made me take parenting classes and psych evaluation to make sure I was fit. Are you serious? Yes, they do. You from Boston? Welcome, Benita. Wow, we need that. More of that. Kristen said, I took my social work cape off and now I'm ready to hear you speak my thoughts. No, I need you to keep your cape on. Because we got work to do, honey. They said Dorothy on the run, baby. And I don't know if it's true or not, but we got work to do, which is why I wanted y'all to hear what I wanted y'all to hear. Sorry to say from Toledo. Oh, welcome, Peggy. Welcome. And so my thing with the memorials are, I get why we have them, but I just don't want us to get just so caught up in it that we don't get any motion and get results. If y'all understand. If y'all agree with me, tell me. If you say no, T, I ain't feeling you, let me know in the comments that you agree with the fact that we want the memorial, but we want motion too. So like after the balloons and the candles go up, we want this to stop happening, because y'all know it was some babies that out there that were saying, what about me? I'll be talking to my teacher all the time, and I'll be talking to such all the time, and nobody comes to help me. No, maybe Dodo is headed to Bama. And you right. We talking about, we calling her, I think we calling her Bertha, Kristen. I said she don't have a Dorothy face. I don't like that name for her. Only if she's involved, because it's a possibility that she is a really sweet, nice woman, and didn't have anything to do with this. But I personally don't think she has a Dorothy face. So you call her Dodo? You agree? Yes, yes. You say yep, because that's when it counts. All of the fanfare, right? This is one of the reasons why I like one of my very favorite shows is called Black Mirror, and they did so many episodes on when things are happening, tragic things happen, right? And how everybody grabbed their cameras to the point where they don't want to even help a person because they grabbing their cameras. So let me you like Gertrude? I like Gertrude too. I think Gertrude is right. I think Gertrude is right. So let me try this again, babies, because I want us to listen to this memorial, but I also want to talk about it because there's a few videos I want to show. So let me turn, the sound is already down. Let me come up. And I must play a second and y'all let me know if y'all hear it. I gotta mute I think I gotta mute myself first, but let me see.
To be neighbors, family members, closest friends, who we give the utmost trust. Monsters in which you think you'd get protection from.
Yeah.
These monsters are people we pass in crossing day by day.
So I was told y'all was hearing it and then it cut off. Is that true? You heard it and then it cut off? You hear me now, Kristen? See, every time I try to do something on here, okay, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna disconnect, okay? And then I'm gonna play it loud because we did that before and it worked. Remember that time? So we won't be able to see it, y'all, but we're gonna hear it.
This is okay, look at this.
Okay.
I just came here to put my signs up, and look, they got a pen, marker section, and it says here, oh my goodness, I'm gonna cry. We, the city of...
And just so y'all know what's happening, this woman has walked up to the memorial, and on the memorial, at the memorial, there are pins in a box connected to, I believe, a fence. And on that fence is a letter. And I might be able to read it for y'all. And then I'm looking at it because I paused it in the right place. So this is what the letter said at the memorial, okay? It says, we, the city of Toledo as a whole, fail Keimani. There's not much that hasn't already been said, okay? Stop teaching your children monsters aren't real or only in one's head. Now, I want to pause a little bit more. Don't just stop teaching the kids. Make sure when we tell you that we see a monster, make sure when the babies tell you that you respond right. Because in this case, she, being Keimani, told people that the monsters were real. She told her teachers, she told her friends, and they advocated for her. Many of them tried and went and did what needed to be done, and it wasn't done. So we ain't gonna blame the babies. She did say there's a monster here. They just didn't listen. Tell me if y'all agree with me. And let me know what y'all where y'all from if y'all just popping in. It goes on to say these monsters have come to be neighbors, family members or closest friends who we give the utmost trust. That include Gertrude, and in Naziyah's case, Annette. I'm sorry, y'all, I'm messing with my chain. This is what I know y'all probably heard that. Annette, in the Naziyah Harris case, grandmothers have been dropping the ball. And we give the utmost trust. Monsters in which you think you'd get the protection from. The letter continues to say, these monsters are people we pass in crossing day by day that looks, smile, and acts like the average Joe on any given Sunday. These monsters don't emerge from bad movies or just figments of one's imagination. And these monsters come in human form, so we don't realize it until an hour past devastation. Again, not true. The baby tried to tell. Nobody listened. Okay? Nobody listened. It goes on to say, this is someone's reality, no longer a sickening thought every mother dreads. So instead of pointing fingers, in Keimani's honor, teach your children monsters always walks amongst us. They are never under the bed. I like this, but then when I start reading it, I'm like, no. You know why I say no? She did. It's putting the onus back on the kid. She did say something. Keimani did say something. Okay, so I'm going to show y'all a video, and I'm just going to talk with y'all through it since I can't show y'all what I want y'all to see. I'm just going to show you a video on my screen, and I'm going to talk y'all through it so that we know what's happening. Because there's a few things that I want y'all to see. But let me know how y'all, do y'all like that letter? I say amen. Yeah, and then we're allowed to move her from 2 different schools with no follow-ups. Keimani? Question. Keimani was allowed to move to different schools with no follow-up? I just can't, yeah, they dropped the ball big time. They dropped the ball big time. Let me pull up. I'm going to show you my screen again. This time it's not going to have a volume, but I want y'all to see waffles. Okay, the crunching going to have to be outside, baby. If you want to stay in here, you can't crunch in here. Okay. Yeah. She was failed by so many people. I know. And they putting the letter up almost. I was with the letter, but when I started reading it again, I'm like, I don't know if we pointing the finger at the right person. I think it sounded like they did, but then they kept talking. She kept talking about the babies, but the babies did what need to be done. You couldn't have done more. Okay. So while I'm picking that up and while I'm waiting, tell me where you're from if you just popped in here. Tell me where y'all from. And what y'all got going on today, if anything. Okay, click. Like all this high tech stuff be working. I mean, it's good, but when you can't do what you want as quickly as you want, it's frustrating. There we go. Okay, let's see. Present, share my screen, share. Make sure I'm on the right thing first. Okay, guys, there is this audio, newly released audio of Jarvis. I actually think it's been out by a while. He sounds just like the dude, Terrence Howard. And I had to bleep some of it out because he sounds so ridiculous. He's talking to apparently his fiance. But I want y'all to see this really quickly before I let y'all hear this video in the Naziyah Harris case. So this particular guy, can we see? This is Darnell Jones, allegedly Darnell Jones Ogletree's cousin, JP, who went with him that day. Apparently went with him to Keimani Latigue's house. If you're popping in, most of us know what's going on. But on the day that Darnell claimed he last saw Keimani, which was the Sunday before she was officially reported missing on that Tuesday, That particular person had allegedly gone with him. And people were trying to figure out what's going on because apparently he has a past. So when I tell you that there are going to be a lot of questions that are going to be answered, specifically if Dorothy has gone, I'm telling you that there's going to be a lot of questions. You said, yes, the teachers reported abuse as well. Yes, Raven, they absolutely did. Denver up in this bitch. That's what my grandbabies are and my son. Comfortable? Let me know what you're saying. Terrence Howard from the show Hustle and Flow. That's exactly how he sounds. But this guy, particular guy right here, was allegedly the cousin that Darnell claimed was with him on that Sunday. Now, this is a video. Tell me if y'all can see it. Let me get my thing out the way. This is a video, y'all, on the day Keimani went missing. Look at Darnell. There. If she is on the run, I hope she is just as smart as Darnell. First I was like, huh? And then I realized he's not smart at all. You're right. Look at him, y'all. I'm going to try and put the screen out. That's him. There's always been a saying that you be saying on some of these crime shows. And a lot of times the police, the arrow is him walking away. This is him right there, knowing what he did. They say that the person always shows back up to the scene. And in this case, showed up to the, what do we call this? When they go around, they trying to get more information and trying to passing out flyers. They show up to the, hey man, I'm a writer, the search party. He's right here. And at one point, he's going to look at the camera, y'all. It's almost like look, caught the camera. And then somebody is almost like new to pull out on him. Now, to be fair, it was his father. But he just, her father being Keimani Latigue. And if anybody's wondering, the mother, Tiara Caston, has said that she's known this man since she was 19 and that he is the father. And that actually brings me to another point. I wasn't going to go here right now, but I'm going to go here. I need for folks to understand. And I'm not talking to my true detectives. Y'all, some of us in here, we already know better. But I need for people to understand that just Black people are not a monolith. We can have light-skinned children with soft hair. I'm not going to say good hair. I've gotten into arguments with people behind that. There's no such thing as good hair. There's soft hair, maybe kinky hair, curled hair, and all that kind of stuff. But there's no such thing as good hair. But this keeps coming up, y'all. I put it on my screen because we got to talk about this. It keeps coming up that Keimani is a mixed race child. Okay? From Fort Myers, Florida. Welcome, Risha. The search party. Thank you, baby. Kristen. It keeps coming up that Keimani is a mixed race child. T-Style Darnell isn't biracial. He's just a light-skinned Black man. Both of his parents are Black. I know that. I wasn't the one that said it. But it keeps popping up. Why do people think, or some people think, that because she is light-skinned and appears to have the softer hair, we can only see what we see in the pictures. It looked like it's soft. That she's biracial. When I was doing it, I was going to do a video, and I'm still getting it together. My babies wanted me to do a video on basically the lore of the light-skinned man. And how so many of these women would do anything, whether he's a good man or not, just because he is light-skinned, and they can have a light-skinned baby by him. I was coming into this a lot. This is a mixed race person versus a whatever. I'm gonna show y'all a picture real quick. Okay? Because I need them people to understand. And watch, I don't have no picture. I want y'all to show a picture real quick. Okay? First of all, tell me, what do y'all believe that? Are y'all some of the people that believe it? That because you have soft hair that you mixed race? Yes or no? Tell me in the comments. See, now I got so many goddamn pictures in my phone that I can't even. Okay, here go one. This is a black woman.
Oh, ain't that a bit?
She has soft hair. Can be of Keimani. That's Sharice. That's our admin who's making sure.
Ain't that a bit?
Okay.
Why would anybody think
both parents are black?
Brown skin black too.
Brown skin black at that. I will show y'all my sister, but because she's really light skinned, but her hair, you would know. Because they are, because what they're doing is they are trying to differentiate the softer hair. Okay. Darnell was mixed. So he's mixed. So y'all know once you're mixed, unless you're black. I mean, we can get into that too, right? Was Darnell mama Caucasian? It could be. It could be. But if Tiara is his mother, and Darnell, who is mixed and considered black, then Keimani would be black. Colorism, texturism, featureism, exactly. Let me get this woman off my screen. You understand what I'm saying? It's like, come on. I keep hearing it over and over again. And I'm like, why do we believe that? Why do we believe that? In the South, we do, but it's always a race thing. You're not black enough and too black for the whites. Yeah. I've been talking about that for a while too. Y'all know I got a book for everything, right? I literally wrote a book called Black and Ugly because I knew there was no such thing as black and ugly. But in the book, I'm talking about the same thing. And then y'all know what's worse? Tell me if y'all believe me. Say yes or no. In a lot of cases, it be our own people that thrust this upon us. When I was seeing the comments that I was seeing, it was from mainly, black people. Those are the people. So I want to go back. I had to address that because I'm like, we can't keep believing that. Like I don't know why that's a thing for us, but it should not be a thing. Keimani is a black child, unless, ain't no unless, period. Because even if she was mixed, even if Tiara got with a white person or any of that, she would still be black. It's all cases. Most people in my family like, and same thing. So for me, most people in my family likes it. My mother is a little bit lighter, although she got a little bit more browner. She be outside a lot too. My sister is light skinned. Like she's the only light skinned person, now that I think about it, within our immediate family. To the point like me. Like Sharice. Like Sharice Washington. Make sure y'all follow Sharice Washington, please. On YouTube, please. She's the only light skin, to the point where she wanted some DNA and didn't always believe that she was a part of the family on my father's side until my nephew signed up for Ancestry.com. And then he popped up with my father's side of the people. That's the only way she would believe it. But we be doing it so much and we need to stop it. Mix does not guarantee you're going to have soft hair. Just look at all the hair influencers. A lot of them have soft hair and are dark skinned. Yes. I don't know where we get this from. Like it's driving me crazy. You said, whoop, look at me, do it again. There I go again. All right, I want to show y'all another comment because I got some comments I want to go through, and then we're going to talk about Dorothy. Is Dorothy gone? Is she gonna be here? What's what? Okay. Let's see. Let's look at my mind. Income on clearly mixed race child. It was another comment that I wanted to bring up before Waffles. No, baby. You gonna have to get. You can eat it, but you can't do it right on my foot. Okay, I want to show y'all another video really quickly. And while I'm waiting, if you just popping in, tell me where you're from. Okay, I want to show us another video really quickly. Okay, so it has been said, I'm going to pop this up right now, that Dorothy has fled. This person said, please don't hate me. I was one of the cousins that stayed away, and now I wish I shouldn't have. I wish I would have fought for her and the physical. I don't know what that means. And the physical. I don't like the way Dorothy used to talk to her, and I didn't like this. One incident Dorothy has blank with a guy after her. The guy not got done and came. Oh, let me get out of here, child. I ain't read the whole thing. Child. That guy a little graphic. Did you see it?
You can see it, but I ain't.
Ooh, girl, honey. So anyway, some people were saying that they went to Dorothy's house and that Dorothy, the doors and everything were boarded up. The Willie Lynch ladder, yep, pitting us against each other for sure. Exactly. I dealt with colorism my entire life. Me too. Now, Raven, you look like you are on the lighter skin. So did you deal with it from the darker people in the family? Because when I was coming up, I got that. So my family, my sister is really light skinned, and then I would get the you cute to be dark. So do you get the flip side? Because Sharice got the flip side, right, Sharice?
Yeah.
Tell me what you used to get. Tell the people what you used to get.
They call me Casper.
They done call that baby Casper, y'all.
You know, it's like a ghost.
I was like a ghost.
I hated it.
I assure you wasn't that light.
That's what they said.
Hard to believe that he could do this to his own child. Yes, Peggy. And we're still waiting, Peggy. We don't know the only thing that we have confirmed was number one, that they have him. And two, that they are looking at him for this. We don't know anything else outside of what Dorothy said. Dorothy came on the news either the same day or the next day he was arrested. And said, Kristen, when you say what you mean? Which part? On the same day that he was arrested, and said that he confessed. When I looked for it, y'all, to try to figure out where, I couldn't find anything. Nothing from it at all. And I tried. I tried looking for it. Yep. Yes. When I go home, it's worse. I'm originally from the South. Ooh. And that's where all of it come from. The down South. And then when you hear a lot of these people talking who are victims of it, who are even light skinned, just because you're lighter skinned, just because you're different races, that means you have an easier life. I don't know why. I know why, because it's a representation of what we see in TVs and movies and all of that. This is one of the reasons why when I would write my books, my novels, I would interchange between dark skin, I'm talking about chocolate, and then I would just do light skin, like in my book Redbone. I would go back and forth because I didn't want it to just be one idea of this is what beautiful is. In my movie, I'm Home, because I know people tend to want lighter skin leads. I casted a really dark chocolate girl, and she killed it. She was so crazy, y'all. She was excellent. So I do try to break it, but it seemed like it's just sticking around. The post you were reading. Oh, girl. I had to get out of there, Krista. Jeez. Carol Robinson said, do you have to be mixed black, white to be mixed race? Or could two people from dark-skinned races, yes, like natives mixed with Spanish also be mixed race? Yes. That's a good point to make. You know, just mixed can be a lot of things, although you tend to see it more with black and white, or black and Spanish, black and anything, which is why they always say you look like you mixed. like shoot, I'm trying to think of any two nationalities that are on a lighter skin tone. You may not see it as much. Like maybe a white person and an Asian. You kind of see it if the eyes are, you know, there, but not always. My sister to this day says I'm pretty because I'm light skinned. That breaks my heart.
That means she went through it.
That means she's went through it and still going through it. I was bullied or targeted for having lighter skin and green eyes. That was why I did my book Redbone. I did one of my books I did one called Black and Ugly, and then I did one called Redbone, because with Black and Ugly it was obvious she was a chocolate girl who's actually very attractive, but didn't believe it, even though everybody told her, and even though the guy who she really wanted was light skinned. But I started listening to and understanding what's going on, like with my spouse, and talking about the lighter skin and all that. And I was like, you know, that it's still, you get it on the flip side too. Meaning that be light skinned and then be targeted because you are light skinned. People automatically think you feel like you better than somebody. And so I did Redbone, which was about some vampires, honey. They still bother me about the sequel to that to this day. But yes, you can get it on both sides. To the person that said they wish they would have helped, but they stayed away, I respect you. I live in 855 mile and can't respect you. I mean, to the person that said they wish they would have helped, but they stayed away, I can't respect you. I live 855 miles from my nieces and nephews. My brother and his BM, we're not taking care of my nieces. We're not taking care of my nieces. Who said that? Is something I read?
No, Yaki is telling her story.
Okay, Yaki. Okay. I was granted joint custody with my brother and his baby mother. So anything else anyone have to say is just an excuse. You don't have to rearrange your life, right? And so that was the thing that we talked about last week when we were talking about when you are asking these babies if something is wrong, and they say that something is wrong. So let's say like Keimani is our niece, or Naziyah Harris if we making the list, or any baby that's missing that we haven't talked about yet. Let's say they come to us and they say, this is what's going on. You got to be ready to have a plan, because you got to be ready to fight for them, especially if you believe them. So I always say, if you can do it, you can. I know some people can't, depending upon where they are, but if you can help, you need to. And it be your own people. It's always your own people. It's always field ninja, house ninja mentality. Yes. Or think that you are Mark. I'm going to read Redbone. Oh, you got to read Redbone, baby. I went in and she was the only light-skinned person. Her entire family is chocolate. Or like chocolate. Because I wanted her to be able to feel what some people feel on the reverse. And since last year, I had my nieces and nephews every holiday, I have them every summer. Oh, I love it. I love it. I was talking about this yesterday with my spouse. My grandmother, if I would have said, wait a minute, you read Redbone? Let me know, honey. I was talking to my spouse yesterday, and I was saying how I had my mother made sure that she wanted to know what was going on down there, and made sure that if there was would check in, anybody bothering you. But I also had a grandmother. That's why my understanding Annette and Dorothy. I also had a grandmother that if anything was going down, she would be in the business. Anything at all was going down. Like, she would not play no games. So look, guys, I want to talk about this love bombing too, right? But I want us to hear this video, hear this audio. And here I go trying to play it again. I want us to hear this audio of Jarvis. This man sounds so gross that it just drives me crazy. Like just let me just play it for y'all. He sounds a mess. And you can tell from listening to this video, sorry about that, in my firm opinion, you can tell that he's positioned himself to deal with women who he can take advantage of. That's the only way this works. You can tell that. Okay. So I'm going to take this out and I'm going to play it so y'all can hear it, how he talks on the phone. Let me know if y'all hear it. Okay. Oh, and just so we can know what's going on. This is allegedly a phone call that Jarvis is having with one of his fiancés or his fiancée, because he is surrounded by many women. So this is allegedly the phone call while he's in prison, speaking allegedly to his fiancée.
I think you are simply retarded, man. Everybody that knows Shannon know, nigga, what it is. See, you don't need dumb because you the newcomer. You don't know nothing about nothing, man. And I'm tired of keep arguing with you about some mother that I know don't belong to me. And as far as you lying about my mother, people saying that whole shit, stop playing with me, bro. Try that reverse psychology on another nigga, not me, man. Stop playing with me, bro. You just want to make up some shit, dog. Stop playing with me, man. And you wonder why. You wonder why. You want them to do everything, but you ain't changing. I'm tired of your crazy, dog. Gave you the range, you think you the one to retarded. Stop playing with me, bro. I'm not that nigga, man. Stop playing with me.
Tudor's got a lie on your mother people. Your brother literally asked me, why am I still with you? He asked me that. Along with him saying, your sister said, oh, you know your brother had another baby. And he said, I don't care. I don't want to know about no more kids this man done had. So who was lying? You think I'm gonna just come off the top of my head with some, ain't nobody got a mother lie to you. And like I said, you just gave me that mother ring because you know I don't want you.
So, as we can kind of hear, some of the words got cut out, but it was the curse words. He is saying something in regards to Shannon and going off on this woman because she's questioning him not only about the Shannon situation, but it also sounds like questioning him about a baby who he just had with somebody else. First of all, who cares? I'm going to play it again really quickly, but who cares? You can't stand him. It sounds like him. Who cares? Miss T, where can I find your books? I'd like to order some, huh? You already said, okay, let me. Okay, I'm gonna plug this. Here it is, baby. I appreciate all the support too. Thank you. Who cares if he had another child? This man is incarcerated behind allegedly unaliving Naziyah Harris. And we talking about a baby? Now, he did go off, but he got a nerve. I don't know if she is now, Kristen. I don't know if she is now. You got to be a whole new kind of crazy in order to be dealing with him now. But I don't know. Somebody had a video or picture of them while they was out playing bowling. Some people think they shouldn't even be out playing bowling because Naziyah still hasn't been found. I don't know. It's possible. It's possible. But I mean, he was just going off. You won't be disappointed and all. Thank you. So guys, so what I want to do now, I want to talk about my video because I was getting some questions about it. And I want to talk about my video. And then I also want to go through these comments. Some of these comments that I get be crazy. I want to talk about some of these comments that I've been getting on my thing about a lot of the videos, because there is a some people say they put a comment on my page and sometimes they don't see it. I have to explain to people, if you are using certain words, YouTube is going to automatically flag you. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They're going to automatically flag it. So I can't then go behind it and say, well, let me approve this anyway. They're flagging it because they feel like it's a violation or could be a problem or something like that. So I can't always approve everything because of that. You know, so I'm just letting people know, like I had somebody say, I put the thing up and I ain't see it. It's probably because it got flagged. Okay, so I want to go through some of these comments really quickly. And I want to share my screen again. Share screen, share screen. Share screen. Okay, so one of the comments, a lot to unpack. Okay, so this was for the video when I was talking about this was actually for my last live. Can y'all see? You see, Sharice?
It ain't came up yet because it's a lag for me.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's up there.
All right. Let me see before I moved on. He left his DNA in the house. He left DNA. Ooh, yeah, you're probably right. The woman was competing in court. Oh, phew. And then you know he has they said 10 to 11 witnesses that are supposed to be coming for him.
That's too many.
Which that like Sharice said, that's way too many. I can't see who would put their whole lives and career on the line for that, but go off. But who are those women? I know one of them may be his fiance, maybe, but the way he just talked to her, it may not be her. But then who are the other ones? Is it Cordell King? Cordell King was the person that was with Jarvis the night Naziyah was last found. But for this particular live, I got the question. This is a lot to unpack, but I don't think Jones is her biological father, which we talked about already. It doesn't give that at all. Darnell has kinky hair. We're dealing with that again. And Keimani's hair types give another race. Just more details that make me upset. She was in the care of them. I'm telling you, that don't matter. Did both of your parents have kinky hair?
No.
No?
Mm-mm.
It doesn't matter about that, but people still believe it. I don't know why. We are born with so much millions and millions, I think even more than that, DNA. And you don't know which DNA is going to be formed to bring you to life. You really don't know. That's why there are some people who've had kids. Both of them are dark skinned and the baby is light skinned. So if you have any of that DNA in your system from your ancestors who you have no idea about, and they come in, you can be formed in any number of ways. I spoke with their worker directly. She told me that the DMT have the kids because they have nowhere to put them. I explained to her, I'm a fool. Oh, love it for you. Love it, Yakia. Love it, love it. Plenty of room. Good afternoon, Purple. I appreciate you sending love. Please thumb up this live and share. Thank you, son. I appreciate you, Sun Goddess. Thank you. That was one of the things I wanted to show. On the missing flyer, it says Keimani is biracial. How? How is that sophisticated? Thank you for telling me that. How? And then what does who gonna, if they find her, gonna take her blood and say, okay, you are biracial? Like, just, she's light skinned. Show the picture, and an updated picture at that, because as we know, they were putting a picture of her being much younger. I hate that they did that because that don't have nothing to do with anything. Oh. So, and this is another comment I got from 6 reasons why people believe Naziyah Harris is alive. We're jumping back and forth, but we're talking about Jarvis, and Keimani today. Jarvis, Darnell, Keimani, and Naziyah. But in one of the videos, I wanted to address this because this came up. I did a video on 6 reasons they believe that Naziyah is alive. I've already explained in that video that I do not believe that she's here. I told the reasons why I believe that she's not here. The video was showing people who are, to this day, think that she has gone somewhere and had a baby and is being hidden. And I explained, number one, that when you have a situation where a person is still here and hiding, number one, you would have to have money to be able to fund that mission, because it is very difficult to go hiding without money. You got to be able to be certain places and have income, and there's nothing to indicate that Naziyah had access to any of that. Jarvis was broke. I'm sure had a little bit or whatever, but most of that money was probably coming from foster care. So there was no reason to believe that. But this person said if Naziyah Harris was still alive, she would have come forward to defend Jarvis because she was truly in love with Jarvis. Even though it was very dysfunctional and disturbing, she was in love with him. She would not let him be scrutinized like he is now. She's saying what a lot of people are thinking, but it's very cringy. But she's saying what a lot of people are thinking. A lot of people are thinking that. So no, absolutely not. I don't believe she is alive. I gave the reasons why in this particular video. So this person is just pretty much asking or making a comment about it. We already talked about that comment. I talked about that comment. Oh, I think that's it. There I go again. Hold on. Okay, so now we about to go and look at the gaslighting. Now, the reason why I brought up, y'all, were they gaslighting is one of the reasons why I played that video is because who in their right mind would subject themselves to this level of dysfunction except you are held mentally in some kind of way? Now, we have already talked about it, that Jarvis has women around him, it is believed, who are very insecure. I believe that 180%. And the reason why I believe that most of the women around him were insecure was because, let's say that Shannon found out and decided she was going to be with him anyway. Besides, all her kids are with him. All her kids are with him. You mean to tell me Annette ain't have a problem with it? Annette didn't have a problem with him being on registered and being around her and her children, grandkids. Annette didn't have a problem with it. The women, his children's mothers. Now, he, from what I'm told, was living in the same area. So people knew that he was registered, but didn't care. Some people say because how he looks. Y'all, be honest, y'all. Please be honest. Is this man attractive? Please. You said the woman called her in the two, and she said Jarvis took her to a man house that has money. I don't believe it. I feel like that's just him getting his defense ready. Because if he gets the right lawyer, what we're talking about is Jarvis took Naziyah, I believe, what you're saying, Sophisticated, confirm it for me, that Jarvis took Naziyah to a man with money. I'm pissed just thinking about it. It just sounds stupid. For what? Why would he do that and then be locked up? Being in jail for a PDF is the worst, the last place you want to be. You ain't that strong. He ain't that strong. I don't believe it. Jarvis dresses like he's stuck in 2000, and then don't even do a good job. You are so right. You know, every now and again, you know, you want to put your little 2000. I got a couple pieces in here that I like to wear too. You know, every now and again, but every day, and he talked like that too. Self-esteem issues will have you compromising your core values, especially when years of growth. Yes. And that's what I believe happened with when we talking about love bombing. They love bomb with this video that I did. When you get somebody as young, he got her when she was young. She said 19. I really believe it was before that. And I would love to have her exact birthday and the birthday of her first child. Because I believe it was before that. But if Jarvis put his claws into Shannon before that and was able to keep her that whole time, of course. He said he ain't cute. He's good looking. Damn, I don't see it. I ain't lying to you. I don't see it. He ain't that damn cute. Be honest. He all right. But as soon as he opened his mouth, I'm like, phew. He's attracted to empty heads. Ooh, Raven said the devil is also good looking. Y'all, I'm being honest. I really don't. I mean, Darnell is more whatever. If we had to talk about it more whatever than that. Okay, y'all. If y'all say it, I'm gonna believe y'all. He is attractive to women who believe they aren't attractive. That's what I feel. Okay, let me say this. He's not unattractive. I don't think he's unattractive. What I'm saying is, to me, he is not attractive enough to be risking your lives for, and to be wanting to be with him, even though he has all of these children, so many. I think as somebody said like 20 something kids. So all these children, I wouldn't want to be with a man like that couldn't be present if you had about 15, 20 kids. No, a woman that was by Jarvis called on to React Live and said that Jarvis brought her to some man's house that gas a lot of money. That has a lot of money. Oh my. She was 16. That makes sense. He not ugly. I seen ugly, but he not my type. I think that's what it is. Somebody say he got. Wait a minute, he got. Y'all, what's wrong with us? I opened the floodgates to it. To be fair, I'm sorry. You did do that. I'm sorry, I opened the floodgates, y'all. But because I don't get why they are willing to risk all. And I'm speaking specifically to the 11. Now, one of them could possibly be his mother. So that leaves 10. Who are the other 10? I gotta believe. I believe it's the women. I need everyone to understand that women who are baddies in Detroit would not give Jarvis a second look. He works at an auto shop and lived in the hood. Baddies stay in nice and would not want to see that man. I mean, I ain't no baddie, but maybe that I just wouldn't. And here's the thing: you can work you can be at an auto shop. I ain't got no problem with it. But you at an auto shop, you have all of these kids. You talk to people like they're crazy. Does anybody need to hear the tape again? I mean, he sounds just like Terrence Howard in Hustle and Flow. That's what you said?
Well, Terrence Howard, period.
Terrence Howard, period.
Sound like a pimp all day. Anyway.
He do.
Yeah. He do.
He can't interact too many baby mamas, and his voice is not deep nor attractive. Kristen ain't Kristen not playing.
Get him. Get him.
You fried him. You fried him. You fried him. Okay, let's do Darnell then. Let's do Darnell. And because what we're talking about is
his eyes see me.
A person that will be, because it is believed that these women are holding on to these men because of how they look. That's what we're talking about. And that's why we're even considering this. And one of the things keep coming up is that these women want to have babies that look a certain way. When we know, Lord. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I'm trying to have a conversation with y'all. Y'all not giving me. I'm trying to do the show. Okay, just so I can know, whose mouth looked like a checkerboard at Jack O'Lantern? We talking about Darnell? Or we talking about just so I can keep a track. Whose mouth? Mouth A or mouth B? I want us to be on. We're gonna do. He got crazy eyes. Yeah. So we got okay. When we say who we talking about, if everybody put the comment and then put J or like /J or just B. That way we know what we're doing. He's not attractive to me. Okay, I believe we talking about Darnell. Okay. They act like he was the only man in Detroit. Yes. Okay. Darnell looks slow. He's unkept. Okay. Y'all go. Make sure y'all follow our admin, please, on YouTube. Click it and follow. Oh my gosh. I'm sitting here trying to conduct this business because we want the question on the table is, did they love bomb to an extent that they were ready to risk it all? I definitely agree. And in all seriousness, if he probably is, this is why we need more medication than ever. We need mental health people probably say y'all done went on them for about an hour. That we only took 15 minutes to go on them before we come back to the point at hand. We need serious people to seriously look at mental health issues, because if we don't, you're liable to do anything. Because to your point, when I listened to his videos, and I looked at a lot of the videos, he sounds like a man that's not well. You know, DMV is going to drag. I started it. I started it, y'all. So now I got to finish it. Darnell visiting the phone hotline, live links, getting girl in chat line and getting them to see him. Oh, pew! When?
I met with on the chat. Oh.
When? Tell me about that. Gina. Jordan, damn. Oh, Gina. Oh gosh. And these are the women. These are the men that the women says yes. I'll take them. Jarvis, I mean, he was on the chat line. Oh, okay. Was Darnell involved with Keimani's mother? Not at the end. No, not at the end. He had another woman, and if you look at his Facebook, it's Darnell Ogletree on Facebook.
Ogletree.
I'm sorry, that's good. Okay, so Darnell Jones is also known as Darnell Ogletree. His Facebook is Bone Ogletree. And there's a woman on there who he posted a lot, who's not Tiara. You said they still got phone lines? With like the chat lines?
Wow.
For real? Y'all, when I was in my 20s, I used to love me a good phone line, honey. And I would love to listen to it now and just have it in the background, and then we go, since we like the Jones so much. One other, we're gonna be back on them, y'all, because I feel like we got more to do. Now, y'all don't look at, so I wanted to make sure that I prompted these pictures in a way that was supposed to be light skinned because the topic was about light skinned people, since that was this for this particular video. So this is the picture from my Did Darnell Jones and Jarvis Butts Love Bomb video. I did a video, and this is the graphic I look. But y'all look at this first one. That's a little bit too whatever for me. But they apparently some of the women I heard in Detroit like it like that. Please hit thumbs up and share. Thank you, Twisted Baby. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So one of the things was about the romantic overload early on. When we're talking about love bombing, and we were going in the comments, when we're talking about love bombing, the romantic overload early on is a big indicator. And this don't mean that you are at the cusp or at the heart of it all, a narcissist, but I believe, especially when it comes to Jarvis, because he knew that once they found out who he was, because he was registered, that he absolutely came on strong. And when you come on strong to insecure women, telling them that I want to be with you, and I'm ready to give you a baby because that's all he could really provide. That is absolutely one way that love bomb. Why didn't Darnell do anything to Keimani when he took her to see her mom? We don't know, Amma. This is one of the reasons why I don't want him to say he's guilty if it was more than one person. Especially if it's true that Dorothy, we're not calling her Dorothy. What is it? Somebody remind me. Gertrude, and we had another one. Tell me in the comments. Tell me in the comments who it is. No, we had a Gertrude. There was another name we had for Dorothy. This is why, if it is true that she is gone, it makes sense. Heck no, not the chat line, Steez. Honey, somebody kick that chat line number to me. I want to say something. I loves me a good joke. And he may have, it could be the reason he's gone. Fabio style. I about to say, how you gonna give him my last name? Fabio Style. Got it.
Fabio.
Fabio.
The dude, you know that man with the pretty man?
I thought it was Fabio.
Oh, it is Fabio.
Yeah.
It's Fabio? I'm thinking about Fabio.
You think about Fabio.
Yeah.
Fabio. Persistence is a tactic that's used too. Yes. You got to have persistence. And I was saying too, y'all, like when we talking about love bombing, you know why a lot of high-powered women, and by high-powered, I mean a woman that's got a business, who got a job, or a woman that's is a homemaker, and she's working and she's got the kids, she whatever. You know why narcissists can come in so easily, y'all? And with they love bombing and being romantic early on, it's because women that got a lot going on be needing relief. So when he come in and he ain't got no money, and then help maybe fix a couple of put a couple light bulbs out, come take the trash out, bring over a box of pizza every now and again. Women tend to be like, you know what, he's making it better. But that's all part of the trap. That's part of the trap. I dated a man who was light-skinned from Detroit, and he was too much for me. The community had to have him, so I said, bye, bro. I was in my early 20s. Some people, you got to leave them on the streets, y'all. But yes, narcissistic men gravitate to women who are so busy because in the beginning, they give you relief. And then, of course, the constant gifts and grand gestures that I talked about. And I was trying to explain to people in this video that even if it's not big things, I just said a box of pizza, a Subway, a sandwich, or whatever, the grand gestures as far as, taking you to meet somebody. Some of these men, they would love to do a picnic real quick because it's not that expensive. Just anything that you'd be like, oh, this is nice. This is another way that they love bomb that I talked about. It literally is called live links. I also think Jarvis was attracted to women who looked like the women yes. I do believe it's true, Kristen. Let me tell you why it's true, why I believe it's true that Jarvis this possibly happened to him when he was young. Because well over 70, 80%, I believe it may even be higher than that, are victims. So men who are PDFs, a lot of them have been either exposed to hypersexuality early, meaning that it was everywhere, you've seen it, or were victims of it. So if it was true, because somebody was saying the mother's best friend or something like that, that would make a lot of sense. Come in and clean the heck out of, and then like our girl said, who we listened to the video that I put on my video. My video was the Darnell Jones and Jarvis love bomb. She mentioned a physical good time. These men and women who are narcissists and crazy, why do they always be the ones that know how to have a physical good time? Why is that, y'all?
They do good.
I mean, they will really turn you every which way before they ruin your life. It says, right, his fiance was good with the kids and she works at the hospital. See? Busy. You talking about Jarvis again? When I see pimp, it's got to be Jarvis. It's got to be. Dodo and Bertha was her other name. So we had Dodo. We call him. We said because Dorothy. Only reason why we said that, but some people would think it was just me. But only reason why we said that was because I said that this don't look like a Dorothy. That's the only reason why we said it. And so what we tried to do in the community is to come up with some other names, So I was leaving it to the board, and I think Sharice said Bertha. Somebody came in there and said Griselda, and then somebody said Dodo.
Gertrude.
And then Gertrude. And vote for your best one. Dodo, Bertha, Griselda, or Gertrude. Or did I add in Griselda?
I think you
I added Griselda. Dodo, Bertha, or Gertrude. Vote for your best one. Which one do we like? Because I think Dorothy is a sweet name. And I don't want to give them that right now. I don't want to give them that name. Okay? They said they get a lot of practice. They get a lot of practice in that regard. Tell me what I missed. Oh, the physical good time. Let's go back to it, honey. Okay. So one of the other things we know that they do is excessive communication. Like I said in my video, Darnell stayed on Facebook. He loved going live, y'all. He was always live. Whereas Jarvis, we know, did a lot of communication with Naziyah, a lot of texting. I'm sure she wasn't the only person. Hell, Jarvis is calling people like he crazy right now. And they're recording them and letting these phone calls get out. So exactly. So when people say Shannon wouldn't be his type, when they all look alike at the pre-hearing. So what they were saying, Kristen, was the reason why they all looked alike was because he dated down to get access to the women's, kids, and or to even have them, which is horrifying to think about. So they were saying that he was dating down. The mamas are the problem. Compared to themselves, he is attractive. They think he's so fine, they'll do anything to keep him. It just ain't that fine in the world. We said that this one look a little off. And then this one we said, okay, so y'all said that Jarvis is okay. That's what we said for that. This one, y'all really wasn't trying to hear from at all. Y'all don't see it. Y'all don't get the appeal at all. Gertrude? Did we say Gertrude?
Everybody vote.
Look, y'all, we got to vote for the proper name that we're going to get Dorothy, because I can't have the name Dorothy because Dorothy reminds me of a nice person. Gertrude, Dodo, or Bertha. Jarvis is slicked back with the cream. Oh my goodness. And it was real bad in one picture. And you can tell he has a softer grain of hair because when I saw the one with that picture with the two pigtails, you can tell the perm came out. And you can see that he has a softer grain of hair. I don't know why he did that. It's a self-esteem issue with the moms, in my opinion. They want to keep those nasty men around, so they let themselves have access. That's what we're talking about. So that's why they were saying all of them looked alike. Because apparently in this area, some say that light-skinned men are it. And so they wanted to get them for that. Big head from Mark. Okay, I'm going to look it up. You had me. I'm going to look it up. We said, let me call it right now. You asked, and I listened. Let's see. Bev, big head. Okay. And tell me where y'all from. If y'all haven't told me where y'all from, tell me where y'all from. Let me see. I'm going to look this up right now. Bev, big head. Ma'am, I'm about to put it on the screen.
Okay.
I can't with you. I can't. Ma'am. Oh, God. I'm up here trying to do a show. I'm trying to tell y'all something. Why? See? All right, man. I need to. Jeez. And you're actually right. Neither of them are attractive to me. I like mine charcoal bliss black now. Mufasa, he's a different story. Yes. That I have been hearing that. So maybe it depends on where you are. It could be a regional thing. Because apparently the ones that the babies in Detroit, they like them red, honey. They do. They do. Whoopi Goldberg is a good name for Dorothy. Oh, no, I like Whoopi. So I'm married now, but when I was dating men, I could do you if you light skin. I've had light skin, but I prefer a little bit chocolate with medium ugly. If you too pretty, I don't like it. Medium ugly. Before I was a married woman, and I was whatever, that's what I would go for. You can't be too. I don't like the ones that he look like he in the mirror more than me. And I definitely don't like this one that I prompted, honey. So you had to be medium ugly. No, we love Whoopi Goldberg. Kristen, she does a cartoon, Indianapolis. Hi, welcome from Indianapolis. I think Darnell looks soft compared to Jarvis. You think so? Darnell look a little bit more crazy. It's the eyes, because that's probably because he's been through a lot. He looks ripped up, which is why I feel like when it comes time to talk, he gonna talk. Nails. Is it true that my babies out in Detroit prefer the light skin? Like, is that a thing? Because in the DMV, it's like dark skin, brown skin. At least it was back in the day when I was dating. Welcome, B-More. Welcome, Louisville. Bev is the name? Okay. So we know whenever we hear Bev, that is what it is. If you're looking at my replay, type Bev in the comments so I can know you heard me. Without the pearls, though, simply. She don't like she wearing no pearls. But yeah. She ain't wearing no pearls. She ain't wearing no pearls. Bev is perfect. You like it ugly? Yeah, medium ugly. That's you gotta have it. Yes, medium ugly. And I don't want nothing that purses the lips or any of that. When I was on the market, this would definitely would not do. Especially with your background, honey. You couldn't even get nowhere near me, honey. Hubby told me he's glad we a little fugly. I said we. Don't be lumping you in with them. What are you talking about? We. Medium ugly. Don't nobody want nothing that be pursing the lips. Yeah, why is my dog start nibbling on my hands? You trying to say I'm medium ugly? You ain't come over here and say I said that comment, Waffles. Man, listen, I couldn't have been in Detroit nor Indianapolis because I would have been on the SSA like, what? Waffles, why you biting my hand? Are you calling me medium ugly? Crazy eyes. Okay, y'all, so I don't know, I'm about to lose the plot. We know text messaging is it. Also, quick intimacy and oversharing. I showed y'all in that video that I did that they overshare a lot. They overshare a lot in the hopes, I believe, that you will overshare too. And Darnell overshared a whole bunch. You didn't see a whole lot with Jarvis oversharing because I believe that he didn't do a whole bunch on social media because he was registered. Now, you can still have your page locked, but people knew who he was. I should know him from Detroit. I like mine brown skin, some light skin, a side of light skin. Got it. No pearls. Oh yes. Bev definitely look like she be smoking. Where she at? Where she at? Yeah. She definitely smoking. Hard. Not the Cool's 100. Not the Cool's 100. And Grime and Granny was born in 1974. I was like, now wait a minute. I'm in from 1974. Bev is born in 1974. Wait a minute. Bev was born in 1974. born in 1974? Are you kidding me? Oh, this is hard. This is hard. We had somebody that came in and reached out to me as a source who said that it is alleged that Bev had mental health issues. That's what it looks like they've been through it. Dark-skinned men and women, yes, me too. I apologize. These people made me sick to my stomach. They made me say, oh, yeah, that's true, baby. Gina said, whoa, she looks older than me, but she's younger than me too. That is crazy. I'm 74. I don't know what I gave her, but not 50, 51. Ooh. Yeah, we like, oh, don't lump that age in with us. No way. No way. So we go back. Quick intimacy, you complete me talk. I can see him doing it. You complete me. I don't see Jarvis doing it. He may be doing it. I need you to do what I'm telling you to do, or else I ain't gonna be with you no more. But I don't see Jarvis saying that, I need you, unless it's not being done quickly for him. We're talking about ways men love bomb. I don't see him doing that. I see Darnell doing it. Darnell seems to be a really emotional person. Public declarations. Darnell had a lot of that over his page on his page. He wanted you to know how he felt. Respect is earned and they deserve no respect. Yes, so true. She looks like she's 74. Exactly. I'm gonna have to look it up. It's all public record too with her, Bev. In case y'all don't know who Bev is, somebody y'all in the chat want to tell them. If they coming in late and they don't know who Bev is, tell them in the chat who Bev is. Tell me in the chat who Bev is. But yeah, she looks 74, but that's a hard. Another way, like we talked about in my video, public declarations, posting all over the internet. Darnell did it big time. I was looking for Jarvis's. I found some pictures from his social media, but I didn't find anything where he claimed anybody publicly because he had too many. He had so many women, y'all. Jarvis, so many women. Somebody liked it. I'm about to pull up, see if I can find another picture. Tell me where y'all from. And matter of fact, do me one better. Show me what we eating today. I need a snack with me, Mom. Yeah. Give me a little drink, please. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna see if I can find. I'm gonna look at another picture, y'all, because I got a file. I told you I got a file on the Naziyah Harris case, the Keimani Latigue case. I keep a file for all that. My Naziyah Harris case is growing because we got the jury trial is going to be in October. So I'm making sure that I'm making sure that for the jury trial that I have all my information, because I'm going to be all over this case. I live in Toledo. I've never seen these people at all. Jarvis look mean. He do? Voting for Dodo? Bev is the name he gave Dorothy because Dorothy is too sweet of a name. I'm going to look at my file real quick and pull up another picture of this dude. Oh, here the one, y'all. Here the one, y'all. I'm pulling it up now, child. Here's the one, honey. I'm pulling it up. This the one. His eye look red in here, too. His eyes look real red. Playboy, but he didn't hide it. No, he didn't. Because he knew he had women around him that he didn't have to hide it. I heard, that he did that. This is why I say, and why I did the love bombing, because you have to, number one, be so insecure and then be actively putting blinders on, knowing that this man is who he is. He has to be telling you something and trying to get and making you feel a certain way in order for you to do that. That's the only way it works. And that means everybody. First of all, Shannon, even by herself, if this is supposed to be your man, why are you letting him be with your niece in a car? Like, it didn't make sense at all. Jarhead has to look mean with their mouth closed because his teeth. Oh, okay. Jarhead, I actually like that for him. Jarvis seemed like he's talking to me, someone who talks a bunch of nothing. Yes, he is. So I wouldn't be surprised if he made it seem or express that he needs something early on. Yeah, he just won't do it outside, like on social media, and do a public declaration because he had too many women. Because we played the video audio earlier today, and in the audio we played, you could it was coming out that he had got somebody else pregnant. You said you got a little baked spaghetti? Yeah, later on today, I'm eating my food that I had from the Japanese steakhouse. Ooh, turkey burgers. Tell me what y'all eating today. Lasagna, fried wings, baked wings, grilled wings. My son asked specifically, ooh, you doing all that on a Saturday? Today is Saturday, right? You doing all that on a Saturday? As if they all need each other. Dang. Okay, yeah, he got pink eye. That's probably what it is. I see it. Which one he look like though, y'all? From Bone Thug and Harmony. I see it. I definitely see it. I see it. So this is the picture that I've been floating. I got another one of him, but I also got one of Darnell. Now this is the picture, y'all. The one I'm about to show y'all now is the one that was circulating. Oh, that wasn't even the picture. Damn it. I'm gonna try to pause it. I got another picture. The one right here is the one that was circulating around that we've all seen. I'm gonna put my thing up. Tell me what y'all eating today. You knew it was, I'm pretty sure. He had the right one. Was this? Yep. Bake everything. Unless they are arguing over Shannon being pregnant again, they say when the audio. Now, to your point, Kristen, no, they did not say when it was. But Shannon's name was mentioned first in that video. So, I mean, in that audio. Now, somebody tried to say, this is blurry, but I still want to see. This is the picture that was going around first. It's real blurry. Y'all seen this one? Ooh, it's done already. Today starts my 2 days off hospital life. Oh, I hope you feel better. Oh, 2 days off of work. Okay, good. Off of work. Dang, that's some good food. Turkey necks, jerk chicken, scalloped potatoes, and broccoli. Yes, please. Where is my plate? The one growing up on hip hop. Okay, so, hey, Cherise. I want to see. I can't remember his name. Is it Busy Bones? I'm actually Cherise. She know all of them. I don't know yet. Might let my husband cook. Huh? You can hear me, Cherise. Lazy. Thank y'all. You said so sorry to say, but lazy. That's who he is. That's who he look like. That's what he looked like. But I had another picture because it has been coming out that I need to be doing a video on how attractive these men are and why women be willing to risk it all, but I don't see it. I had another one too of Darnell. Okay. What y'all think of this one? We talking about women who are with men because they allegedly look a certain way. Who look like Barney? We must be talking about Jarvis. Oh gosh. Why do we have to be this way on Saturday? Luckily it's not Sunday because we would all be in trouble. Why do we have to be this way, y'all? Cheesy broccoli, macaroni, lamb chops, and boiled crawfish. Louisiana in the house. Yes, please. Yes, please. Did she dye her hair purple too? I don't know. But you know what? I mean, after that, and we're talking about the picture of Jarvis that was with Shannon. After that, she lost a lot of weight, I think. Could be stress. Still looks crazy. He still looks scary. He looks more troubled. If anybody proceeds with caution, if anybody I feel may possibly have any, and I don't even want to say this, I say if it's possible to have 1% remorse, I feel like it would be Darnell.
You want that or popcorn?
Oh, popcorn would be done.
Okay, let me that.
Thank you. I really like it would be Darnell.
Careful.
I'm not sure if either of them are capable. But if one of them would be capable, I believe it would be Darnell. That picture was so awful. Oh my God. Shannon is not that unattractive. There are so many other pictures of her that are way cuter. That one was just, oh my goodness. Yeah. He kind of look a little, yeah. Yeah. Oh. I think you may be right. I think you may be right. Let me see. I think you may be right. I think you may be right. Especially with this one. Now the one I'm about to show you, you definitely gonna feel like that. Yeah. I think you may be right. So these are the men that people want us to believe are ready to risk it all for. This is why I be saying, like, I don't see it. Let me take a drink, y'all. Y'all hear it. My apologies. I don't see it, y'all. And Sharisa, I had to fill this up like that. Her, Shannon, and her sister were taking that popular diet pill. Oh, what popular diet pill? What pill? Which one, honey? Right, I've seen pictures with her. Yeah, matter of fact, I probably got some where Shannon look better than that. Let me see. And then what popular pill? I ain't gonna get it. I ain't gonna get it. I swear I ain't gonna get it. Yeah, Shannon was not, doesn't mean that she's not insecure. All of us is not saying that, but the pictures that they was posting up were not what I saw her as. They was not what I saw her as. Wait a minute. Oh, Gina. Oh gosh. Gina. Oh, you talking about the part. Now wait a minute. You have to have money for that. So if that's what she had, honey, you had to have some money for that one. Let me know if you are talking about Ozempic. Not saying, do anybody know what Shannon does for a living? I'm trying to find the pictures of Shannon because I thought I had another one. Because they was trying to put up that it kept floating around about the picture with her being purple, because I stand by it. Although she did come into the what's her name looking hard court. She did come into court looking hard. This to me was still way better than she looked in that purple Barney one. Yep, the Ozempic. Oh, Ava said she thought she had the weight loss surgery. She looks way better than that picture that they was rolling around here with. That one did not do her justice. So we believe that Shannon may be a CNA. Okay, so she got a little bit of money. She got, why do I keep saying, I believe it was 5 kids. I could be wrong. But she got access to a little bit of money then. Okay. Okay. We're going to go back to my thing right now, because there has to be a reason, as far as I'm concerned, why these women go the full mile and then do what it is they do. Because I don't see it. One of the things that came up from the video that I did was the too good to be true situation. And if it is true, because we know based on looking at them that I don't feel like, I'm not getting too good to be true. But if you are insecure and you feel that you are unattractive, if you are buying into the light skin versus dark skin thing and believing that light skin is better, then Shannon and the women who are around him and the women who are around Darnell could possibly believe that it was too good to be true. I don't know if y'all remember, but do y'all remember the video that it was an interview that Bev was on? And we know who Bev is. If you popping in late, you missed out, honey, because we got some acronyms for almost everybody in every situation, honey, right about now. So you missing out. If you came in late, honey, you got to start it from the beginning. But Bev said something that stood out. Thank you, Cherie. Bev said something that stood out. She said that he was playing up in her face, he being Darnell, making her believe that he was for them when he was this way. Y'all remember that? So going into the too good to be true, if you got a man that you may feel like is attractive and he's wanting you for whatever reason, that is definitely a part of the love bombing. In the video that we listened to, they flat out said, the lady flat out said in the video that she don't believe that he found any of them attractive, because what he really wanted access, now I'm talking about now, Jarvis, he wanted access to Naziyah. Or access, period. It could have been on something that the insurance company paid for. Maui Gobi was only 28. Really? For a GLP-1? Oh, wow. I didn't know insurance companies paid for it. Yes, Naziyah. Yep. So if they believe that he is too good to be true because of how he looks and that he's giving them the attention, they could have definitely fell victim to it. And let me tell y'all, if you believe that a man talking without money can get you wrapped up, then please explain Prison Wives. There are women who are with men who they've never met in prison, ever. And they are there at their beck and call when they answer the phone. I mean, when they call. Don't miss a email or what have you. These men will ruin your lives in prison and you have never seen them before. I think Jarvis gave them confidence, especially when he messed with them so young. As I asked him if he thought she was pretty. Oh, that breaks my heart. Wow. Huh?
You got a book about that?
I got a book about that. About Prison Wives.
You got a book for everything.
That show, I really got a book for everything.
Book for every bump.
I got a book for the colorism. I got a book for, on both sides, black and ugly, for dark-skinned girl who thinks she's unattractive, but she actually is. Light-skinned girl who thinks she's unattractive, but she's actually beautiful. Of course, I did the raunchy book behind the PDFs. I got a book for everything. Love After Lockup, yes. Your favorite show? So we know your favorite show is Love After Lockup. We know that you do not have to have money. You just have to have a good game. And it sounded like he had a game. The way he talked people on the phone, I just can't. I would just hang up. But again, I done went through my naive stage when I was in my 20s, maybe like late teens, early 20s. After a while, I stopped. I was a menace myself. So I can see how some women be. It's just the constant. Somebody said earlier in this live about persistence. So doing it over and over and over again, absolutely. I'm getting all the books after this live. Yes, thank you, honey. Prison Throne, Black and Ugly, and Raunchy. I think those. And Redbone. Redbone, Raunchy, Prison Throne, and Black and Ugly. You said Silence of the Nine?
Yeah, that's colorism too.
That's colorism too. Oh, that's color. Don't get Silence of the Nine if you can't handle it. That's the same thing with Raunchy, to be honest. Very detailed, very graphic. Well, the lady that was just unalived by her husband at the prison met her husband while he was in prison. See? You take the monster out of the box and put him in your house and then think that it's going to be all well and good. Now, this is not to be confused for the men that you were with and then went to prison. You know, depending upon how he was, you may decide you want to ride with him or not. We're not talking about those prisoners. We're talking about the ones you have never met before who have such a good game that you are risking it all. I mean, if you had some free time and you was bored, I think it would be no different than the chat lines if you didn't take it seriously. But some of these men, if they feel like you theirs and you don't play right, they will have somebody come see about you. You can be touched. We know. Yes, they are all on Audible. A lot of them. Black and Ugly is not. But
the
Redbone is. Redbone is on Redbone, Raunchy. I did Raunchy, did you?
No, Raunchy we didn't do.
We didn't do Raunchy yet?
No, we did Raunchy 6, but that's the prequel.
We did Raunchy 6, but the prequel. Yeah. So the only one that's on Audible right now out of the good, we got all the good ones. I mean, all of them are good, but dang, why wasn't
Silence of the Nine is on there.
Silence of the Nine is on there, which is about colorism in the worst way. He told them to breed amongst themselves. And then what else one?
Black and Ugly is on. It's a computer generated one.
Black and Ugly is a computer generated one, which you're thinking about overdoing. No, so like two of them are. I was raised in a 2-parent home, and as a young girl, my father taught me and showed me how a man treats the one he loves and never to settle. You are blessed. You are blessed. At this point, we just needed the women to step up. Even if the women did one small iota of their jobs, just a little bit, we would not be talking about either one of these cases. Either one of these cases being Keimani or Naziyah Harris. We wouldn't be talking about either one of these cases. So when I say the too good to be true, yeah, definitely love bombing. The sudden withdrawal or shift. Now, Darnell all over, he shifts back and forth. I think somebody said earlier that they believe he may have had bipolar. We don't know, it's all alleged. But he seems very intense, like he is struggling with something. Again, if anybody were possibly able to have any morsel of remorse, I believe it would be him. And I only say probably because he did his is more gruesome. But if anybody was possibly able to have it, it would be him.
That we know of.
That we know of. Why you say that we know of?
Because we don't know the state that Naziyah was.
Oh, and we don't, to the point, because we were talking about the level of brutality that with Keimani, but Sharice made a good point. We've never found Naziyah. I'm putting a piece of corn in my mouth, y'all. Give me if you hear me chewing. I hate people chewing. I just want to stay on here for a few more minutes with y'all.
Well, that's just ASMR.
And then get a little couple of morsels in me and get a little drink. Matter of fact, while I'm doing this, some of y'all already told me what y'all eating, but what we eating? loneliness have women doing anything. I need more to wake up. Have you known? Am I reading it wrong? Lonely. I get the loneliness from loneliness. Have women doing anything?
Need more women to wake up.
Okay, I need more women to wake up. Thank you, baby. Yes. It won't happen until we start teaching women how to be. I wish I could tell y'all more. Say more to y'all. I'm gonna have to resume my podcast. I had a podcast for Best Friend in the Handbag. But we need to teach women not only to value themselves, because that sounds so touche. Like, love yourself, lady. Nobody cares. Shut up is what they would say.
Wow.
But we need to teach them how, but also need to teach them about their own bodies. Y'all know what I'm saying without saying it. We need to teach them how to. You get me? We need them to know that, because when you know how to, tell me if y'all put a peach in the comment.
The big O.
If you know what I'm talking about, if you know how to, then when a man comes along, and then, or a woman for that matter, because women can also be full-blown narcissists, you won't be head over heels because you already know how to. Y'all feel what I'm saying? Y'all feel what I'm saying? Dave's Hot Chicken. Did we have that?
We tried it when
we tried it.
We came around here.
We have so many. We have, yep. We do. Every person on planet Earth has come to this place by way of a woman. We know that, but when you hear it, because some of these people, we like, when you look at it, somebody gave birth to this. Oh, dang. All right, let me do it. Somebody gave birth to this.
Dave.
You know what I mean? But yes, somebody brought this into the world. Every person. Yes, P. When we know how. Thanks for the laugh. I really enjoyed it. Thank you, Purple. When we know how to, y'all know, Peach, we won't need anybody to come and show us that, because we're going to be good regardless. Now, this is not to be confused with only doing a peach. So that somebody can't, join you, if you will. This is not to be confused with that. This is just so that you know how to take care of yourself, so that if something like this came along, because he know how. Now, we can say a lot of things. I don't know about this one. But this one, know how. Trust me. That's probably about all he know how to do. He know how.
Child, I don't
it
know.
Starts with, no, I believe he know how. He know how. He know how. Matter of fact, I was on a post and I saw the woman actually came out and said that. That he know how. This is before all of this, of course, because nobody really wants to admit that now. Right. It starts with the mothers. Both babies, mothers were in and out of their lives. Their grandmothers weren't good role models for their mothers nor them. This is why I wrote raunchy. I wrote raunchy because this is what I've been trying to say for years. I may not be from Detroit, but I am not new to talking about this. I have been talking about it. My career probably would have done even more things, and I've had a very good career. But my career probably would have done more things had I talked about something else. But I have been trying to talk about this for so long because I believe in my heart that if you don't get these mothers under control, by under control, I mean in that we give the mothers the resources they need, make sure that they understand what it is to be a mother. May not be, it's easier said than done, but we got to do something. We're going to continue to breed more. Let me see how many people I have in the comments that have been looking at my videos. What are we going to breed more of if we don't start taking care and making sure that we give mothers the resources they need. This is why I did this. This is why I created this series. Just what you just said. It starts with the mothers. That's what the whole gist of this series is about. And I've been saying it for over 20 years. I wrote this book probably how many years ago?
Yeah, 22 or longer. Actually, probably 23 years ago.
23 years ago. I've been talking about this. I thank God my mom was stable. My dad was my dad, but she took my first child and was successful because I was young and ignorant. Good. I love it when if they gonna do it. I hate that. I believe you saying that she did it for you. Good. That's what we wanted to happen. That's what we wanted to happen. And how come she gonna answer all the questions? Make sure y'all follow our admin. We know she know.
I be prepped.
We know she know.
I'd be in school if I had to answer raising my hand.
Girl, teacher's pet, much. Let's go back to my slide. I appreciate y'all letting me eat a little corn while I'm talking, sharing my time with y'all. I'll be enjoying each other. But I really wanted to talk about this again because I feel like if, okay, how can I say this? I mean, want to say narcissists, if you know who they are, then you know I'm gonna play the game for how I'm gonna play the game. Although if they play the game with you too much or for too long and you want to get disconnected from them, they have a tendency to ruin your lives. So I really wouldn't play with a narcissist if I knew. But let's say like you did know and you just was bored. You say, you know what? I'm gonna have me a good time. That's one thing. But these men are coming in and not just messing up your lives, but they messing up the lives of the other people. That's not fair. I got a problem with that. If you want him in your bed and in your business, that's one thing. But he gonna ruin my life too? No. Nope. That's why I want to talk about that so we can see what it is and what they're doing so that we could be time enough for them. That's why I wanted to talk about it. I got 21% on my joint. That's why I wanted to talk about it.
On your what?
My phone.
Dang.
That's why I want to talk about it. Guys, this has been so much fun. Like, I don't know what the weather is like where y'all. What's the weather like out here?
Cloudy. It's not bad as far as like warm. I think it's 70 degrees out there, but it's cloudy.
I really hope y'all have. I know we talked about something deep and heavy, but listen, there are a lot of good things that are happening in the world too. Even with this situation, the fact that people are coming together now and then talking about stuff like this, talking to their own children, these babies' lives will not be in vain. I believe that. I don't want us to be so caught up into the darkness that we don't think about the good stuff that's happening, because there are a lot of good things that are happening. We only have, as far as I'm concerned, the responsibility to make sure that we are talking to the little ones, boys and girls and boys rather. Sometimes you think about the girls, but the boys are getting it too. Please make sure you subscribe to my channel and Sharice's if you haven't. Boys and girls. But
that's where these PDFs are formed. It starts, you know?
Yes, I do. So we're going to continue to talk about this. I have a good show for y'all next week. I'm going to be talking about the whole fake idea of the couples goals. There's a video that I want to show y'all. Please make sure that you check that out and just subscribe. I appreciate your time, babies. Thank you for hanging out with me, and I will see you soon. Bye.